Hello everyone and welcome back to Casting My Climb. Today we're on a very interesting game and we are in episode number 4. So, in the offlane we have Windranger as myself. Windranger, not Windranger. That's somebody different nowadays. I still forget that. Windranger. Which, well, I'm the offlaner, Ogre Magi is the position 4, Shadow Shaman is the position 5 support, Rubik is the mid laner, and Zeus is the position 1. On the Dire team, we have Ringmaster as the position 5. We got Legion Commander as the position 1, Silencer as the position 4, Axe as the position 3, and Nature Prophet is the mid lane of the position 2 here in this case. So, both teams setting up a bit right now. Ringmaster did pick up the dagger first, so it makes a lot of sense, honestly. Sprout for the Nature's Prophet. A bit of a surprising one, gotta say, but okay. Interesting choice here. Went for boots and just wards. Ooh, that's a risky start, honestly, right now. Everything else just kind of business as usual. To be honest, Axe takes quite a bit of damage there. One of the daggers goes into the Shadow Shaman. Axe taking quite a bit of damage still going on. He went too far and goes down. First blood there. But managed to dodge that. Axe takes quite a bit of damage, and that's gonna probably be right now how it goes. Shaman and we're moving around right now. We're getting pressured a bit by the Axe. Axe is looking for the courier, so that could become very interesting. The commander went on top of the Windranger and putting some damage up there. And quite a bit of damage, so Legion Commander wins that round, I would say right now. But you got the Ogre Magi and the Windranger both in this lane right now. Legion Commander is in a bit of a rough spot, I would say. Battle Hungry does put the Rubik into a bad position right now. Legion's still getting a good situation out of this one. Shaman is going back to the lane. Could have gone to the porta, but I mean, it's his choice. Dagger misses slightly there, which is pretty favorable, honestly, right now. Nature's Prophet taking quite a bit of damage. Actually, they swapped around. Interesting. So, the Nature's Prophet goes into the offlane as a support, while the Silencer goes into that position. Very interesting, very interesting, because I saw how it went down. It was supposed to be, no, that's not the right one. It was this one. Alas, it's technically just all you want to see really here. A lot of damage being put on top of the Legion. The dagger unfortunately puts that ogre down. So Axe trying to pressure the Zeus quite a bit. Zeus is in a very precarious situation. Situation, yeah. So, been going about right now. Legion tries to answer. The dagger does hit the Windranger, which is not a good situation to be in if you're the Windranger right now with that HP pool. Alright, a very early game. Oh, Prophet looking for the stipe, gets the kill on the courier, but loses his life for that one. I'm not too sure that's really the play you want to go for if you don't really want to trade the courier for your life. I mean, the thing is about this play right now, I would say it's not really the best way to play it, to be honest, because you got the Axe and the Prophet. The Prophet has to kind of find a lot of farm, but the Axe wants a bit of farm as well, so it's kind of like an iffy situation, I would say. Silencer mid makes kind of sense against a Rubik, but as I said, it kind of devolves as well into a bad situation there as well. Sprout goes out onto the Shaman. Shaman gets the root up there on. There is now the Battle Hunger. The Lotus does go in there. Axe trying to get some pressure on top of the Zeus. Zeus is dropping pretty low. Doesn't have a chance, and Prophet falls as well. So a 1-for-1 trade once again here, and we're 3-2 right now. 3 minutes 20 seconds in here. A bit of shackles on top of this Axe, but not really much that the Shaman can do here really to put some pressure onto the Axe. Meanwhile, in the on the top lane, the Radiant side are slowly gaining the advantage. Leech Commander is a bit behind right now. We'll have to see how this fight goes out further here. Axe taking quite a bit of damage as well, so this is going to be very, very interesting how this one develops further. Silencer is going to pick up the water rune, which makes a lot of sense here. I find the Orchid opening pretty interesting for a Silencer. I feel like you should have picked up at least one more item before going for this one. Zeus gets sprouted up here right now. There's an opportunity there, but not really much to be done about it. And that deep ward is very wise in the bot lane there. If we look at this for a slight moment here, this ward gives so much vision for the Prophet. Very reasonable. Rubik and the Silencer go, and the Silencer just denies the rune. That's a very interesting choice there. As Leech Commander trying to fight off the Windranger, and Windranger is kind of taking the damage here. Shackle on top of the Prophet, but where is Zeus? Zeus is nowhere to be found in this one right now. Right now, the Dire side have a good pressure advantage, I would say. Problem is, they do still have to react to this one. Ogre Magic gets a bit of damage on top of there. The Master keeps clearing out wards, which is kind of like the choice you want to have. Oh, good. Shackle Shot puts the Legion Commander into bad position, but not really much to be done about that right now. Axe is very, very low. Looking for the wraparound, kind of an interesting play about this one. Sprout on top of the Zeus. There's the binding here. Zeus managed to get that last hit is great, but no, he doesn't, and that's a one-for-one trade there. Hicks on the Prophet, but Prophet manages to get away once again here. Legion's HP not looking too good right now. Has to find a way out of it. Gets put into the box. Trying to find a way out of this. Dagger being thrown out as well. So right now they're barely sustaining here. And the silent Rubik has hit level 6 and picked up the silence here. Legion Commander still trying to wrap around here. I'm not too sure you really want to do this if you're the Legion Commander here. And oh, Prophet just dies off there to the Zeus, and Zeus is just keeping the pedal to the metal. Meanwhile, top lane kills that Legion Commander. Ringmaster is now the lone survivor of this fight up top here, but can't really do much about it. And Windranger is just going to try to keep up the pressure right now. Axe is sitting in a position where you really don't want to be in. And we'll have to see how this one goes further about it right now. Commander looking for the grab onto the Windranger, but there's not much about that one. Does get the career there as well. Windranger's still holding on as much as he can. Legion Commander going for blood out here, but Windranger's fine with this right now. You're a Legion Commander, you kind of want to regen up quite a bit more, to be honest, right now. Well, you need to have more last hits because the Windranger could become a very big problem for you later on, because you kind of have to want to win the duel. And oh, that's actually a nice... Prophet should not be sitting there the whole time, but it makes kind of sense. They claim both Wisdom Shrines on the Dire side for the first round. Bit of a misplay, would say, right there from the Radiant team. Especially the offlane could have done a bit more about that one. Legion comes around there. Has to get on top of Windranger, but Windranger still has another way to walk out of this one. I said kind of an interesting situation about this whole thing. And I don't know. I don't feel like the silence is really putting the pressure on I think they were expecting the silencer to do here. But that comes with the territory, to be honest about it. Sometimes you just have these games, sometimes you don't have good games, and right now, this is not a good game for this team right now. A lot of damage is being put on top of there, and yeah, so let's see, what did I go for the first pack? Oh yeah, I did. So I'm trying to pick up the boots right now. I have the Fairy Fire, I have a bit of Tangos just to get some pressure off of me most of the time. Be completely honest about it, but oh, good Hex onto the Axe. Axe is now in the wards. This is not an opportunity for the Axe. There's a Sprout coming out there, but the wards put him down. Prophet just gets to watch. Ogre gets a good stun on top of the Ringmaster. Ringmaster gets hit by the Shackle Shot. Power Shot goes through there, and that's a kill. Legion Commander now coming, trying to do something about this one, but Legion doesn't really have the HP to fight this one out. Gets stunned up as well, and that's another one down. Double kill for the Windranger, and now it's 9-3 in favor of this Radiant side. They have a 2,000 gold lead already in the books. This is not really where you want to be if you are on this Dire team right now. The Ringmaster can do quite a bit of escape, but you need your Axe to have a good position. You need your Legion Commander to have a good position. Your Prophet can probably sustain himself the easiest from all of them. Shaman gets out of dodge there, gets the shackle up there, but there's not really much you can really do about that one. And I think they're going to just put now down the Shaman, and he had no opportunity to sprout on the Zeus. He's now in a really bad position here. Does he have an opportunity to answer something here? Battle being thrown out there, and a double kill for the Prophet. Meanwhile, topside still not looking good here. Ringmaster goes into the box, but he and Legion are already very, very low, and Silencer goes down there as well, so that's another opportunity. Ringmaster, almost no HP. Legion Commander, no HP. Ringmaster walks out of there, but Ogre's not going to pull the trigger there, which is kind of reasonable, to be honest. Ogre going to pull the wave, gets a good stun onto the Legion Commander. Legion Commander just falls off there. And this is right now the biggest issue, I would say, on this Dire team right now. You don't. Legion Commander needs build up. Legion Commander needs the duels to really build up. Another Serpent Ward on the Axe. Axe is in a bad position there and gets taken down. Prophet is slowly dying as well. It goes down as well. Silencer comes in for the party, but Zeus is kind of fine with this one. Silencer gets even taken down now, so this is a very rough play for this right now. Is a rotation coming in there? Legion gets the duel on the Windrunner, but the Windrunner is still alive. Managed to move away here. Gets the rapid, gets out the rapid fire, and that's a bit of an issue right now. Focus fire on the Legion Commander. Legion Commander is holding on and barely survives that. EPs are going to come in there. Prophet gets on top of the Ranger and takes her out. Ogre Magi is now still surviving. It's probably going to fall soon as well, and that's going to be at least 2 kills for this team. Axe picks one up, Prophet picks the other one up, but still you're in the back foot still. It's 14-7. Ruby comes around, gets some pressure on top of the Axe. And that's the thing you have to really keep in mind right now. Ruby just puts down the Axe. This is where the plays really are not working for this Dire team right now. You got the Windranger who's far ahead right now. Legion Commander kind of has to find now a bit of time here. Goes for the jump, goes for the duel on the Rubik. This get the Jagger in there, so they do get the pickup here, but I mean, yeah, 1-1 duel. Helps out Legion a bit, but it's still not really good. Lions in the group have to be very careful about this one because they are not in a great position right now. Legion kind of got bullied out of the lane. This is pretty much farming up what you kind of want to see from him. But yeah, we're in a position where I would say right now there's quite a bit of chaos here. Axe comes in for a jump there. The wheel gets thrown out there, so that's the Ringmaster gone. Tame the beast hits as well, so now he's really looking for an opportunity here, but they're still trying to get on top of the Ogre. Axe now gets hit by the focus fire. Axe is still trying to push this one as far as he can, but he doesn't really have an opportunity here. And he's getting stunned under the tower and goes down to that fight, and now Ringmaster falls as well to the Ogre Magi, and that's 2 down. They overextended themselves too far. Prophet gets trapped in the Serpent Wards and is out of it as well, and right now this is kind of the issue for the Dire team. They don't really have any fight in there. The Windranger wants a fight right now. The Windranger is in a really good position, is going for the Maelstrom, so that's going to be another pickup there that will be pretty strong on this character. At the same time, the Rubik's looking pretty good as well. EPs are going to come in there. They're going to go for the smoke here, but now there's The Ringmaster is getting pressured out if he has to throw out the box. Silencer's not looking good either. Ringmaster goes down to the Windranger, and now there's one left there. Second goes down there as well. Axe comes in with the dunk, but honestly, everything has been played out already. Here, Rubik tries to find a way out of this one, but the Ogre Magi kind of overstayed his welcome there, and now Battle Hunger on top of the Rubik. There's the next ult, and that's Axe getting a slap in there. I mean, yes, they are getting some answers, but at the same time, you're pretty harsh in this lead if you look at this right now. You got the Rubik, who's the highest net worth, and you got the supports, Shadow Shaman, and then you got Windranger. So it's not looking good if you are the Dire team right now. You got your Legion Commander, who's 6th on the net worth chart right now, which is not a great position to be in. You got to figure out how you want to pull this out. Legion Commander is looking for duels as well, so that's another thing. It's hexed up there, gets hit quite a bit there. Pulls out the Blade Mail, and this is funnily enough the worst position to be in. Gets pulled into Serpents as well. Rube pulls him actually out of that one, but he goes down to the Shaman once again. And this is really the position you don't want to be in if you're the Legion Commander. You want to get easy duels, and I mean, if you look at the lineup, that should be actually pretty easy to be done, but on the other side, you got everybody's kind of aware of the Legion, how they're playing it out.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
And even the funny thing is, Windranger's not even farming her own jungle, she's farming the enemy side. That's what they did with opening up that side. They got the room in to get up the farm there. Looks like they want to answer this Windranger, but I'm not too sure this is really the play you want to do here right now. It's hit by the power shot. That's kind of it right now. That's not really much that you can do. Silencer tries to find a way out of this one. Axe once again gets put into the box. This is an opportunity there, and Tame the Beast does go through. The wheel does not hit. Rubik throws out a weird wheel of his own. Zeus actually runs into the wheel, so that's a chance for the Ringmaster, but their Shackle comes out of it. Zeus gets a pick up here. Axe looking for an opportunity. Misses the dunk there, and that's gonna be it right now. Just can't pick up the kill still, but could have done better there. Prophet comes in there. Picks up a double out of that one. Prophet finds the Ogre Magi. Magi gets a stun there, but the Sprout comes out of there as well. Now he's just hitting on top of that one. The Silencer's there as well, so there's quite a bit of pressure. Good multicast on the Silencer. Silence comes out of there. Another Sprout. He can't really get out of this one, really. It goes down. Right now, it's just not looking too good for this Dire team still. We're 16:55 into this game right now. Legion goes for the duel with the Windranger, but during the wind run, which does nothing, the wind run actually did more damage. The shots of the Windranger did more damage to her than really what the Legion Commander threw out of there. The Commander trying to find a way out of this one, goes on top of there, but still takes the shot. Does get the kill on top of there, throws out the duel. It's kind of funny. And the Rubik wins the duel! Prophet not having good times, getting rooted up there. Serpent put him down there. This is really, the Shaman is pretty big, to be honest. I would say right now almost too big to fail, and I don't know what the Zeus is doing there. Shackle on top of the Ringmaster. He goes down to the Shaman as well. Shaman picked up another one. Power goes out of there. Hex on top of the Axe. Axe trying to find a way out of this one. Meanwhile, Silencer in the mid lane just gets run on by this Ogre. Shackle's putting Zeus into a safe territory right now. But Axe still wants blood, so the Shaman's going to be probably on the books right now. Wants to go for this one. Axe hasn't really decided who he wants to have there. Ult comes out of there, and Zeus puts down the Axe. 28-16, 5k lead for this Radiant team, and they keep on rolling here. I don't really see right now a big challenge that you can really put out if you are on this dire team right now. Problem is, 2 of your cores are pretty low. Technically, actually all 3 of your cores are low, because technically, with how they played the lanes, Nature's Prophet was more the support than he was the carry, so yeah, it becomes very iffy with that now, right now, but yeah, that's going to be a big issue. Ogre Manta tries to find a way out of this one, but Ringmaster finds a way into that one. Gets the fear, so this is going to be a very interesting situation. Will gets thrown out, hypnotized onto the Ogre, and he is gone. Legion Commander. The funny thing is, Legion Commander is the position 1 in this game. And your position 1 first item is Blade Mail. Think about that. Really, think about that. It's one of the things you don't really want to see your core building up first item. But it happened, and now we got to play around it. See, Silencer is trying to find some room right now. X is in a position where it could be very dramatic depending on how it goes. Silencer's close by as well, so there could be a play around this one. Blink Dagger on the Legion, so this could be an opportunity finally to find some turnaround. Axe is getting pretty greedy here. I'm not too sure this is really what you want to do if you're in this case right now. But if they overstay their welcome, this could become very, very dangerous. Axe does pick up the regen rune, which is probably a blessing. Ogre Magic gets chased a bit by Legion. Legion gets hit by the double cast. Goes for the duel with the Blade Mail. And once again, the fight goes to nowhere for the Legion Commander. This is really the point about that one. The Ogre does have the Greaves, so that's something about that one. And that's a fight that's going to be won. And that's another one duel for the Rubik. How many does he have at this point? 20 damage. How much does Legion have? 10. Ooh, that's not a good position to be in. See Rubik and the Shaman moving up this position right now. Meanwhile, topside is being pushed in by Zeus, Rubik, and Ogre, so that's an opportunity to keep around. Windranger is going to play this pretty safe probably in this situation. Gets silenced there, so that's all good. X goes for the jump on top of the Ranger. And Ranger managed to move out of the dodge right now. The wheel goes out of there. Nothing about it. And Ranger just gets to live another day once again here. And Axe is dropping pretty low here. The power shot hit that could have been Axe gone. But Zeus has an ult on the cards. Legion walks to the tier 3 and TP's in there. Goes for a blink there. Tries to get on top of there, but nothing about that. And Silencer gets stunned up for a moment. Focus Fire comes out of there. Zeus picks up another kill. Meanwhile, Shaman punishes the Prophet once again, and that's another one down. And we see a lot of issues coming about for this dire team further and further, and you see 4 of 5 Radiant cores are in. 4 of 5 Radiant players are in the top net worth situation right now. Tame the Beast was just used there. Silencer is respawning now. Has an Orchid but nothing else left, so this is going to be a very interesting situation. It's building a Ghost Blade, which is a Shadow Blade, which is very weird to be honest. But yeah, basically right now this dire team needs to find a way out of this one. It's 33 to 17. The 10k gold lead is coming about there. It gets on top of the Zeus. This is actually maybe the best opportunity you can get. Zeus managed to jump away there. Ogre finds the Prophet, but I'm not too sure if this is really the play. Silencer does get the silence out of there. King maybe sustain the Prophet, but Prophet taking a lot of damage here. Gets hit there by the Ogre Magic. Axe does put down Zeus, so that's something to keep in mind there. Tame the Beast Hypnotize hits the Rubik, however, Axe falls to the power shot there, and now the Ringmaster is next on the books, and that's another win for this Radiant team. They traded 1 player out versus 3 already. And Legion is looking to find some way to farm themselves back into the game because they are at in the net worst chart at the 8th place. That's not where you want to be. This is really the point where you're like, okay, why did Silencer get the mid lane? I mean, you can go for early ult there, but otherwise it has done nothing for your team really in this game. You got the Silencer who has almost no money. He doesn't even have boots done yet. Shaman jumps on top of him. He gets shackle shotted there. Focus fire. Axe is coming in as the next player to look for an opportunity. Has to get on top of there. No chance whatsoever. Power shot puts him down. Ringmaster TP's in. We don't know why, but he gets taken out as well immediately, and that just shows how much this play is developing out of the hands of this dire team right now. 39 to 18, 12,000 gold lead. You can see almost the whole team is not in good position. Legion Commander looking for something, trying to get on top of the Ogre. Ogre gets dueled there. Legion once again not finding the damage to put down the Ogre. Prophet now comes in there. It's Real Blade on this Ogre. Actually managed to use the Graves there as well. It's gonna probably go down for this one. So much they had to spend there once again. Look at it this way. They used the duel. Nothing came of it. Prophet had to TP up there just to get some opportunity out of this one. Meanwhile, you looked at Legion is going for a Desolator. Why would you go for a Desolator? You have done nothing that a Desolator would really put on the best point right now. Will comes out of there. Nobody gets hit there. They get on top of the Shaman. Tame the Beast comes out of there, but there's a good Yule's there. Focus fire on top of the Axe. Axe is just dropping severely here. No opportunity for him to survive whatsoever. Goes down completely there. Shackle shot does not get a hit there, but the box gives him a sustain for a moment. Meanwhile, Silence is caught out completely there and put down by the Windranger on a mega kill streak. And this is really the part where you have to ask yourself. So you got two. You got to ask yourself, as this dire team, what is our win condition right now? Because, you know, Legion pushes up top, finds 3 enemies there, goes down, is dead. Got the Windrangers just in a precious position, let's be honest about that one. Meanwhile, Legion managed to move past the Ogre. Congratulations! Technically position 4 Ogre, but honestly in this game it's a position 5 Ogre. The Ogre is fine with that position right now because the team's playing well. I'm just not a fan of this Ogre player, but that is, I can explain that later. Let's call that once again our lovely play of foreshadowing. Because he will show his colors at some point. I can show you that one. Oh, we're 27 minutes into this game. The Radiant side are pushing actually already towards the base. The barracks are going to be... Axe jumps on top of their Legion as well. A lot of damage being put out there, but Axe is already down there. Goes down as well. The wheel once again doesn't get tamed. The Beast misses completely there as well. Ringmaster's holding on. Silencer goes down as well, and everybody's down. This is alive and gets a double kill as well as the Windranger, and that's going to be a big part of this one right now. There's going to be the fortification coming out, which gives them some opportunities. Scan gets thrown out there as well, so they can back off now completely. And that's the wiser choice, to be honest, to back off here, not risk too much here. Because you're almost breaking the base in any position anyway right now, because you got the Windranger with the highest net worth, you got Rubik right behind there. Then you have the Prophet, which is kind of a funny part about that one, but that's kind of how Prophet just is. Finds enough time to really get something out of this. Axe pops the smoke, which is a very interesting spot to be in here about this one. There's not really much that the Dyer's team right now has to bring themselves into a great position. Zeus gets sprouted up by the Prophet, got hit with the Orchid as well, so this is an opportunity, and that's just a dead Zeus. But right now, I would say Prophet is the one guy you can actually do something about. A duel on the Ogre. Ogre survives the duel once again, and this is just not where you want to be if you're on the side right now. Push in there, and Prophet still lives right now, but Rubik gets there's the Yules there, and now the Prophet goes down to the Rubik, and that's, as I said, keeps on going. They're still chasing the Magi. Legion and Axe are chasing the Magi, and it's not doing anything for the rest of the team. They got the Magi at the end, but that's the lowest guy on the totem pole for this Radiant team, and they're fine giving him up, honestly. For everything they got there, they got a kill on the Ringmaster, they got the Prophet. They're willing to give that up for this. And there's not really much that can be done about this right now, if I would say, for this team right now. It's 49-23. I wouldn't recommend going off Windranger as the offlane position because, well, except if you have like a game like this, where it can really spiral out of control. You're giving your team a bit less of initiation, and you don't really want to do that too often. Shadow Shaman gets caught out, they gets the call, but he gets put down before Legion can actually put out the duel, so that's something for this Dire team right now. Prophet has the Mage Blade. Ogre runs into Roshan. Roshan says, "Hey, yo, what up?" and throws him out of the window right now. And as I said, I don't really know what the plan is right now for this Dire team because you got the Prophet who has maybe an opportunity to do something about this one. Legion looking for an opportunity to get something out of the stun out of there. Legion goes for the duel, but the Pro might actually beat out the Rubik. Does beat out the Rubik, so that's one duel there. But there's the Zeus ult, a lot of damage once again in there. No opportunity for this. The wheel's being thrown up by the Ringmaster, so that's not really the position you want to be in here. Windranger is moving around here already, looking for the Ringmaster. Gets hit there, gets hit by the power shot, gets taken out. Prophet is looking, Nature's Prophet looking for a way out of there. Axe as well. Axe gets a Battle Hunger off there. Let's go down, and Prophet meanwhile gets the focus fire and goes into the ground. Now it's pulled up that Battle Blade, and now there's another one down, and you see the lead is furthering 54 to 26 in 31 minutes and 30 seconds, and an 8,000 gold lead on the Radiant side as well, so they are putting in the work. I said I know it might, for some people it might be, oh look, we see now Windranger Offlane, this guy is doing work with it, but I'm at the same time I'm like, it's not really that great. I had a good lane to really get out of control for this one. And I kind of needed it after because to show how the sausage is made, as we want to say in this case. This game is right after me playing the Marci game, which went really badly. Oh, that's a good one there, and he just got taken up. Just gets caught out by the Ringmaster and the Legion Commander, but that gives Legion Commander once again another duel victory. Battle Hunger being popped on Axe. Dagger actually hits the Rubik. Rubik answers immediately with another dagger of his own. Meanwhile, there is now the Rude. Axe is just getting stunned up. They're taken out of the book right now. Legion trying to hold on, hypnotize onto the Windranger, but it's still not enough there. And Ringmaster bites the dust as well, and now it's really not looking good for this Dire team. They do have the Prophet left alive and not much on the books right now. Windranger, as I said, probably a bit of the stressful situation, to be honest. 20,000 gold lead is now in the books, but you can really see how this went. They did pick up the Zeus there, but they lost 3 for that cost, and Zeus is not really in the best position you want him to be in, to be honest about that one. Focus fire on the tower. Tower is slowly crumbling here and goes down there immediately, and this is now an open barracks play for this Radiant team, and they're going to take out first the melee barracks. No opportunity whatsoever to stop that one. Ranger going to follow shortly after. Power shot hits the silencer, he goes down as well. Smoke is being popped by the axe. It's on top of the Windranger. Windranger manages to walk away from that one as well. So all is good where we are right now. Sprout and the silence on the Shaman. Shaman is not in good position. Duel gets thrown out as well. And still the Shaman does lose that duel. 110 bonus damage for this Legion Commander. A bit of an overextension here, I would say, right now, but the wheel comes out of their taunt on top of that one, but that's still a dead one. Rubik's holding on. Ringmaster goes down as well. Now Legion Commander trying to do something, but gets shackle shotted there. Gets stunned up by the Ogre. Power shot goes through there. Legion barely holding on, and that's a dead Legion Commander as well. All 5 of them are down. Silencer's going to come up soon, but it is not worth it right now for this Dire team to try fighting themselves through this one. The barracks are getting slowly opened here on the bot side as well, so this is not a good position to be in. Silencer does take a bit of damage there. Aghanim's now for the Rubik. Makes him quite strong, to be completely honest about this one. Even as a refresher, so he's the menace anyway. But yeah, that's the next one open there. All good here right now. All is great. Silencer dies down there. Immediately buys back, so he wants to fight with his team. He has the opportunity to do this now, so that's going to be a very interesting situation how this one develops out of this one. They do lose both the racks once again. Axon's holding on as much as he can, but he is still taking the damage there. Focus Fire puts him into the ground once again here. Ringmaster tries to survive this one. Legion jumps in there, gets the duel on top of the Windranger. Windranger gets hypnotized as well, so this is an opportunity. But the duel is not won there. And Ringmaster does put down the Windranger, but they did lose 2 set of racks. And I think when Ringmaster getting the kills is not that dangerous, to be honest. Yeah, pretty much. That's how I would view the situation. Shaman gets caught out as well. So that's a 1 fight. Ogre is... I think Ogre died first. I'm not too sure right now. Let's see. Actually it doesn't show all the fights, which is kind of funny because honestly that's one. But hey, right now, Dire get a bit of a breathing room. 36 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. Windranger now pulls up the Aghanim, so that's going to be another situation you got to keep in mind if you are this Dire team, who are not in a great position. Let's be honest about this one. Bit of ward clearing. Silencer really not looking good in this game. And that's going to be a big part of this right now. So everybody's still slowly responding. Is that really an Octarine core on the... No. No, it is... Not the biggest fan of that, to be honest. Done on top of the Legion there, and they're trying to do what they can for this one. Prophet is sitting there trying to put some damage on there as well. Silencer finding wards right now. The bigger problem right now, Ogre is just walking around. He's having a blast. The Shrug gets put out there. Axe jumps on top of there as well. They're going for the Ogre here. Ogre actually pops the Shivas. Does get taken down there, which I don't know why you would do that as an Ogre for that play, but hey, you do you. You should just behind the Ogre still. This is really the amazing part about that one. It sees how bad the lane went. But that's kind of the problem I feel like their team has. They don't have really the initiation. I mean, if you can get Legion Commander like kills, you're in a good spot, but if you don't, you're kind of screwed over by this one, and you can really see this happening completely in this game. X gets a jump on top of the Zeus. Silence on to the Windranger, but that's kind of fine. She's being kind of trapped there, but she still survives this one completely. It's a good shackle shot out of that one. Gets the Legion Commander as well. Legion goes down there as well. Buyback from the axe immediately. And there's still an open season here right now. And our shot being run up by the Windranger. Windranger's barely surviving this one. Got out of dodge there completely. So that's another position to be proud of if you're the Windranger. Which, funnily enough, I am. But I'm like, okay, that's fine. Axe finds a jump there. They do find one again there. They get the taunt on the Shaman once again there, and that's gonna put him down, and that's a bit of an overextension on two guys there. Which just give a bit of room for this Dire team to once again find a bit of an opening back into this game. We're 69 to 35. Legion Commander now has a disconnect, which I'm like, okay, interesting choice now. But honestly, if I'm the Dire, you gotta start really putting the rating. You gotta put the pedal to the metal. Just take out this game. You're in a good position. You should try to extend your lead further right now. That's how I would view it right now. But yeah, no, the Dire team are not looking strong in this game, have a lot of issues as well. Really don't want to fight this Windranger because the Windranger is pretty strong in this position so right now. Really not a play you want to go for. Prophet right now is out farming the Windranger, which is a bit of a surprising situation, but the Prophet is finding the room the whole time. Legion Commander is still on the disconnect position right now. Which is a bit unfortunate, we gotta be honest about that one. It's not like the game was looking bad already. Good call from the axe there. Legion Commander now reconnects to the game. Windranger gets a kill there. Wheel does take down the Rubik, so that's another opportunity to be gone about this one. Ogre Legion Commander gets on top of the Ogre Magi, pops the BKB, and this is now an opportunity maybe to get out of this one, but it depends on how this one goes. Prophet trying to find the wraparound, but actually pulls into the wrong direction. That gives the Windranger an open room to that gateway and getting out of dodge. And they are holding on to this one set of racks right now still. Because if they wouldn't be holding on to that racks, they would be in a horribly bad position right now. Commander finds the Shaman. Shaman gets... Oh, this could be interesting. I'm not sure that the Legion Commander even has a chance to get out of this one. No opportunity whatsoever. But Prophet comes in around there, putting on some pressure on top of the Zeus, and he goes down for that one. A lot of damage being put on there, but the shackles come out of there. Ringmaster's coming by as well. There's not really much about this one. Hypnotize on top of the Wheel of Fortune. Does pull out the Shaman. Shaman taking quite a bit of damage from this Prophet, and Prophet gets a pickup here. Now, how is this going to turn around? They're looking for a move back, but Ranger is pulling back rather than trying to force the issue here, which is probably the wiser choice if you look at this whole Radiant team being dead, and right now Ranger is the only survivor, so that would probably be a bad overextension. Bloodthorn now for this Silencer. Since we got a chance right now, and I don't think much is going to happen right now, we do have a bit of a breathing room. So we have Windranger with the normal boots, the power treads. We got a BKB, a Maelstrom, Daedalus, Aghanim's, pretty much what you want to see on a Windranger. You got the Berserker Greaves, the Shivas, and the Ghost Scepter on the Ogre Magi. Meanwhile, the Shadow Shaman has the Blink Dagger, the Aghanims, the Great Octarine Core, and the Arcane Boots. Now we got Roshan, so the Radiant team are going for Roshan. You would normally give it to the Windranger, but Ogre picks that up. I don't know why Ogre picks it up. That's a mystery for another time. Let's be honest about that one. But the Ogre Magi picks up the freaking Aegis instead of giving the one person who's actually carrying the game. But hey, We are not the smartest guy in the game. Yeah, let's not give it to the 18-4 and 12 Windranger, you know. Yes, Ogre Magi should definitely take it. It's just a dumb play, honestly. It's more trying to handicap your own team than anything else, really. I don't get why you would want to do that, but hey, he is not the brightest bulb here. So Legion Commander going on top of this Ogre who has the Aegis, so that's a funny part about this one. They're going pretty heavy on top of that one. That's a one duel there once again. Another death here. Prophet trying to run away here completely. All good. Prophet is managed to TP out of dodge, but the problem is still you have this wave pushing in. Ringmaster is taking so much damage here, and all is going down. There's the root on top of the shaman here, and this is now the opportunity really to push out a play here. Drop being thrown out. The Ogre Magi is going to be the victim here. The Hypnotize hits two of them. Axe jumps in, but not the call. When there is now that is the Aegis popping out of here right now. When they're looking for the opening to get onto the side here. A lot of damage can put on top. The axe is brighting the dust there completely there. Double kill, triple actually for that one. Silence immediately buys back here, and this is not the opportunity you want to do. Ringmaster buys back as well. Nobody else has a buyback, so this is going to be the last two defenders really right now. It's another root there. Ultra kill for the Zeus. That has not been a factor almost the whole game right now, but hey, better late than never, you know. Mega creeps are out and about right now, so this is going to be the position where you want to end this game right now. Ogre Magi walks up there. Legion Commander tries to get him to another one. Chivas comes out of there as well. Legion Commander's dropping pretty low. King the Beast throws out that one. I don't know why you would shackle your own guy, but hey, it is what it is, honestly. And right now, the rest of the Radiant team is looking for blood while the Windranger is trying to finish off this game. And GG 78-39 for the Dire team. I win, and I think I get like 25 MMR, so GG everyone. And to everybody else, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.